everyone, and welcome back to the Milky for Youth podcast. My name is Warindi, a co-host and also producer of this podcast. We're in season 2 of this podcast where we are telling impact stories from different Mekwe countries. Mekwe is a program that seeks to break barriers in access to SRHR by applying an intersectional lens. So in season 2, we've covered impact stories from different Mekwe countries. We've covered Kenya, we've covered Zambia, and we've covered Uganda. Today, we're going to be covering Ethiopia. I have two lovely guests from the Mekwe Youth Panel, Ethiopia, Zelalem and Lidiya, joining me today. Before I introduce my very lovely guests, I would like to invite my co-hosts, Bertha and Vilda, to please introduce themselves as we start the conversation. Vilda, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for always joining us. My name is Vilda.
Hi, everyone. Excited to have you again on this episode. Looking forward to a very fruitful conversation.
All right. Thank you, Bertha. Now we have amazing guests, young powerhouses from Ethiopia. We have Zelalem and Lidiya, who are part of the Mekwe Youth Panel in Ethiopia. I'd like them to introduce themselves to our audience. We can start with you, Zelalem.
Thank you so much, Warindi. I'm Zelalem Andualem. I'm the youth panel for Ethiopian Context Mekwe program and the Mekwe Youth Council representative for Ethiopia. And also in the meantime, I'm the Regional Youth with Disability Council member for the Mekwe program in Lilian Funds. I'm disability rights and SRHR advocate in my country, and I'm social worker in my profession. This is about me. Thank you.
Thank you, Zelalem. Lidiya?
Hey, Warindi, Bertha, and Vilda, and also everyone. This is Lidiya Alemayehu, and I am a youth panelist in Mekwe project here in Ethiopia, and also a third-year accounting and finance student at Addis Ababa University. And outside this, I love geeking out about any topic that's related to psychology. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. And thank you so much for having me on this podcast today. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Lidiya. Something to note I just mentioned. We have the same educational background. I also did accounting and finance. Anyway, in my earlier years. Anyway, as we get into this, I just wanted to ask you, for how long you've been in Mekwe and what's the professional, personal skills gained? Like, what has been the impact of Mekwe in your life, in your community, generally? So, Zelalem, we can start with you.
Of course, the Mekwe program has a profound impact on me, both personally and professionally. I think personally, it has expanded my perspective through an intersectionality lens. As we all know, the Mekwe program main focus is the intersectionality lens and its tools. So, starting from the capacity building and the trainings that I have brought about the intersectionality lens and also the tools, it expanded my perspective around that. And as a social worker, also it helped me early to understand about intersectionality and how I understand the different identities of young peoples and others, and how it affects their day-to-day life. So I have learned to view issues in inclusive, equity, and access way, and not just from a single angle, but by recognizing how the overlapping identities like gender, age, disability, socioeconomic status, and such things. So this also has deepened my empathy and strengthened my commitment to inclusive development, my advocacy work, and also my commitment in the program. So on the other hand, professionally, it helped me to understand that working with the NGO environment, especially the international governmental organizations through the MEPRI program, was transformative for me, and it exposed me to the realities of advocacy at the both like grassroots and policy levels, and it helped me to grow more confident in navigating international contexts as a social worker. That is a key value to have as a professional. So I have had the opportunity to contribute for the meaningful youth participation in the program for that framework, and I also contribute in the collaboration with diverse stakeholders and to influence strategies that drive the systemic change. So I think and I believe that this experience has not only enriched my skill, but also it reinforced my passion for creating more inclusive and equitable system in the future. And also, I think it affects positively my future career path and my future works also.
Thank you, Zelalem. I would also share that it's been instrumental in my life as well as in understanding intersectionality in such a deeper way. Like I was already in the feminist SRHR movement, but Mekwe really, really made me understand what intersectionality means and what inclusivity also means. And also, I think something I also picked from your submission is engaging in international contexts. As I move to you, Lidiya, what has been the impact of Mekwe in your life professionally and personally?
Okay. It's actually pretty the same as Zelalem mentioned, and also you, Warindi. So the Make Way project has changed my perspective, especially about SRH awareness, and also the barriers into getting SRH services. Like, when there were things I used to consider as normal things, especially with accessing barriers in accessing SRE services. I used to think those barriers are as a normal casual things that we should stick with them, or it's something that's not going to be improved, even though some kind of advocacy has worked on them. So, but now after joining Makeway, I've seen results presented in different workshops that things have been changed in accessing SRE services due to advocacy and also giving some kind of trainings to stakeholders. So that was a very eye-opening thing for me to know things can be changed through advocacy, and especially also, for example, if I can raise one thing, I used to not see it as a barrier, being, for example, SRE service being given in a third floor of a healthcare facilities, but I have come to know that it's a very actually big problem and barrier to people who are physically impaired. And as a physically impaired young woman, me myself, I used to think that as a normal thing, as something that cannot be improved. But I have seen that it can be changed through Make Way project. And the other thing is that impacted me personally is the usage of words. And I say this every single time when I meet peoples. In Make Way project here in Ethiopia, before workshops begin, usually Zelalem presents the usage of appropriate words in addressing people in vulnerable groups, like people with disabilities, female commercial sex workers, and IDPs, because here in Ethiopia, knowingly and unknowingly, we kind of address them, including me, using wrong words, that might be hurtful for those peoples. And for example, me, I used to label people with non-disabilities as a normal people, as a healthy people, and me myself as abnormal and unhealthy or sick person. So I've come to know that that is a wrong way to label people's. But I used to do it unknowingly, but still it's wrong. And I am really happy and I love that change about myself and all these changes because I've joined Makeway as a youth panelist. So it really impacted me personally like this. And also when I come professionally, I've developed a lot of skills due to Makeway project. For example, I used to be a very shy person who just loves to be in her own shell, not extrovert and outgoing. So, but after joining Makeway project as a youth panelist, I have come to participate into different panel discussions, which contribute to my enhancement in my skill of public speaking, communication skills, and also in boosting my confidence. Now I am not as shy as I used to before, and it kind of brought me out of my shell. So this is my story. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Lidiya and Zelalem. It's wonderful to witness the impact of the Makeway program on the young people that participated in the program. And with your amazing stories, we are curious to know, have you mentored anyone with the information you've gotten from the Makeway program? Let's say the skill sets that you have attained so far.
Thank you, Bertha. Yeah, I have mentored, I think, not one person, a lot of young peoples. As I have mentioned on my LinkedIn page, my purpose is to make young people feel they have unique ideas. They can also mentions their ideas publicly and advocate for themselves and other young people also. So throughout my journey, I have involved in different organizations and use networks. So I usually mentor people's about sexual and reproductive health and rights. So when we are engaged in the Makeway program and when young people see that we are engaging, representing their voices, I I have these situations like they came and asked me about questions related to sexual abuses and also this technology facilitated gender-based violences. So what I usually do is with the capacity that I have and the resources available around me, I will uh, uh, support them with the idea, and I will mentor them what they can do with that, and also I will refer them to other person so they can get more reliable information and mentorship from them and more protection. So not like a really real case of gender-based violences, but when they think that someone is going to do or conduct the violence on them, they contact me. So I have couples of experiences with this, but wherever I go and have contact with young peoples, I share my experiences from the Makeway program, and I invite them to follow our page and also the Telegram groups and social media handles. Within that, they can get informations about our engagement, and also they can be part of that. So uh, I do that usually, and also I mentor them how they can manage their study if they are in school, and how they can be one of the advocates like us for their voice and for the other young people. Yeah. So I usually do that.
Wow, that's really amazing to see the ripple tank, if the ripple tank effect of what you've learned onto other young people. Well done, Zelalem. Please do carry on. Lidiya, would you also share if you've mentored any other young people with the information and skills you've gotten from the Make Way program?
Sure. I would like actually to share one story. So, as I've said earlier, that I am a university student, right? So, um, I have a dorm in the university. So, some of my dorm mates were talking with their friends, and they were harshly judging her for having unprotected sex, right? So, I kind of overheard it, so I couldn't just sit down and just, brush it off. So I kind of intervened and I asked her what's going on, and she told me that she had an unprotected sex and she was planning to take post pills, and she's done this many times before, and they were just scolding her for not learning from her past mistakes and stuff. So I kind of share some information about the post pill. It's an emergency pill. It's not something that you take regularly as a birth control. And it's better if you visit healthcare centers and get professional help. And she was so against it at first, since, especially in our country, as we all know, discussion about or any issue about SRH is considered as a taboo and it's a sensitive topic. So, but after talking her for a while, I kind of convinced her, and she went to visit the hospital, and she got an advice from healthcare professionals, and also she got checked on different issues, and she came back and she kind of thanked me, and she was so happy that I wasn't judgmental about it. And one thing that I've learned is Makeway did not just equip me with the knowledge of SRH, but also how to gently address this kind of issues and how to approach people gently and help them. So I don't know if it's completely mentoring, but I definitely believe it's helping out a friend, and it's not just me. We can also say Makeway indirectly helped that youth indirectly through me. So yeah, that's the story I would like to share.
So I want to thank you, Lidiya and Zelalem, for creating your amazing time to join and just share with us. You see the aspect of growth that you've had professionally, individually, and even from the perspective of the program, and also being intentional to mentor other young people. That is so amazing, and I want to just appreciate you for the good work that you are doing. So, as we come to the end of this podcast, I want to thank all of us, of course, Warindi and Bertha, who are both my co-hosts, and also to thank you, Zelalem and Lidiya, once again for sharing your stories. It's not just maybe from a perspective you think that it's not maybe impacting on so many people, but so many people are going to be impacted by that. And also I was also resonating it with what happens to me. So many times you say you handhold somebody, and sometimes you are in doubt, is this really mentorship, or is it just a support that you are giving to your friend? All right. So as we come to the end, I want to ask my audience that this is not the end of it. And we ask you to stay tuned and always listen to the Make Way for Youth podcast. Please remember to catch us on the Apple Podcast, Spotify, and YouTube. We look forward to having the next conversation. Please stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye.